Out of the huts of history's pain, our ancestors bled and died. But with strength and with power we overcame to restore the Virgin Islands' pride. To preserve the beauty, we devised a plan to maintain ownership of your precious land. Educating your people is a golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. May God richly bless this territory. May we act the things of thee. Courage for all great leaders, that they may rule our destiny. We ask for wisdom for all people, that they may live in harmony. And understanding for all children, that they may cherish this legacy. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied.
We are gathered here today, and it's soon going to be this afternoon, where X marks the spot. I don't know if you have noticed, but the table layout is an X today. Some of you may think it's a cross, but I'm saying X marks the spot. We are gathered here today, here in our neck of the woods in the Caribbean, the British Virgin Islands more specifically, to celebrate World Telecommunication and Information Society Day, which is shortened to WTISD. World Telecommunication and Information Society Day is celebrated all over the world on the 17th day of May each year. And it's now been running for several years, and the British Virgin Islands is now part of this international celebration. And the arrangement for the Society Day is that throughout the year, starting in May 17th, each country does various celebrations, initiatives to promote telecommunications, internet, computers, however you call it, to bridge what we call the digital divide. Because believe it or not, in some countries around the world, we do not yet have internet, we do not have electricity, we do not have the various modes that enables communications to take place like we have it here in the British Virgin Islands. And so each year here in the British Virgin Islands, the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, TRC, finds various innovative ways of celebrating WTISD. And this year, we have taken it to the level where we have a video competition, and we do have 4 responders or respondents this time, and they are all going to win something today, first, second, third, and fourth prize. And so today we are here for the awards ceremony celebrating World Telecommunication and Information Society Day 2015. The TRC has been involved in this celebration since the year 2009, and so we congratulate the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission for keeping the momentum up with this initiative. If you will recall, recently one of the winners for one of the year's celebrations ended up in Switzerland to one of the Telecommunications International events. And this year's one of the winners will end up in Miami sometime later this month to the International Telecommunications Celebration. The competition has been targeted at students or young people between the ages of 12 to 18 years, and in the form of a video competition. And the video competition has a theme which is entitled Improving Lives Through Broadband Innovation. Improving Lives Through Broadband Innovation. And their requirement for the video competition was to create a video in 3 minutes or less that demonstrates what is broadband and what it means to them. So without any further ado, we have had our waters placed on the table. We are now going to partake in the sumptuous lunch that Maria's is now famous for. We're going to participate in that lunch, and immediately following the lunch, once all of our tables are served, we will then move into the rest of the program, where we will receive remarks by the chairman of the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, Mr. Michael Thomas, and the rest of the program will flow through where, when we announce the various winners, we will see a sampling of their video production. The Ministry of Communications and Works is the parent ministry for the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, which is a statutory body of government. Seated at the head table today, we have the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Guy Lester Malone. We have Chairman of the TRC Commission, Mr. Michael Thomas. And next to him is one of the commissioners of the board, Mr. Delroy Williams. Also seated at the head table, starting at my immediate left, participants, we first have Mr. Keon Adolphus. Please stand. Keon Adolphus is of the BVI 7-Day Adventist High School, and he is 15 years old at the time he entered the competition. So, Mr. Adolphus, thank you. Then next to him is Hakeem Gravesand. Please stand. Mr. Gravesand is 18 years old, and he attends the H. Lavity Stout Community College. Thank you. Then we have, all the way at my far left, is Mr. Kem Williams. He's 12 years old, and he attends the Altius Catcliffe Primary School. And our final participant, Miss Danielle Hodge, 14 years old, and she attends the Elmore Stout High School. So ladies and gentlemen, those are our 4 competitors for this year's video competition, and it so happened that we had in place 4 prizes, so all will be leaving happy today. Great. Then also I acknowledge the staff of the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission. They are seated nicely over there at that far table. They are the ones behind the scene, making sure all of these things come together. I acknowledge representatives from the Ministry of Communications and Works, persons representing the various media houses, family, friends, supporters, and of course, once again, today's winners. They are all winners today. Without any further ado, I invite the chairman of the board, Mr. Michael Thomas, to bring remarks on this occasion for the award of the competition winner. Mr. Thomas.
Recognizing the protocol already established, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, participants. Through the competition held, young persons in the territory between the ages of 12 to 18 were encouraged to participate and demonstrate via video what is broadband and how it affects them. The competition was the first of its kind in the BVI and has since been suggested to be an annual event because of the feedback that we've gotten from the public. It is a joy to see the TRC has taken the initiative to involve future generations in showcasing a competition just for them to demonstrate how they envision broadband to be. The territory has indeed come a long way with technology. From the days of no internet, most of you probably don't even know what that is, those days are like. From the days of no internet where information was transported via donkeys, by mail, fax machines, which used to take a year and a day, to dial-up internet, and now, in more recent years, we have broadband. Presently, long-term evolution, LTE, as it's known, is at our heels. This will allow our internet providers to provide internet at much faster speeds than we are experiencing today. The TRC will continue to use World Telecommunication and Information Society Day to bridge the digital divide and to keep the territory abreast of all the latest technology out there. And my presentation is very, very short, so as I close, I want to congratulate all the winners and to encourage them and all of the young persons of the territory to continue to explore the world knowledge, to explore the world of knowledge through the use of internet. And guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and it's really a joy to see so many young persons actually taking part in today's event, and really looking forward to the next few years to see exactly where it would go and how big it will be. And thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner and Chairman of the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission. For those of you who are not quite aware how the statutory body of the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission is set up, it's managed and run by a board and the chief executive officer. So Mr. Thomas has a very big hand in us getting our long-term evolution, LTE, right? And he says it's coming. So thank you very much. Technicians, did we get a song sorted out? Great. So we have song. And I believe the chairman wanted to sit back down for a break so we can build up the momentum for the winners. So what we are then going to do is we are going to present to the judges, the staff, and then we will present the winners and have all of the fanfare. And the CEO would then come and give his commendations and comments and remarks to the winners. So I'm going to invite Commissioner, Board Member, Mr. Delroy Williams, to make presentations to the judges who played a key role in deciding on who would become first, who would become second, who would become third, and who would become fourth. And it was so important that we get the video set up so that you could actually see what the work that they have done. Okay, the first judge that we have a presentation that is an appreciation of a token of our appreciation goes to Mr. Andrew Cox, the owner of CBN Broadcasting. Please come forward. And this is telecommunications. Without Channel 51 and all those nice movies and news stations and items, how could we live? It's our local TV station. Mr. Cox has been in the business for over 20 years in video production and broadcasting. Andrew B.B. Cox. We have competition for technology here now. The videographer and the photographers are overlapping. Okay, got it. Our next person is Mr. Glenn Cherubim. owner of Next Level Advantage Production. Mr. Cherubim has been in this business for over 16 years, or at least within the video production line. Mr. Cherubim. And finally, to Mr. Philip Richards Jr. He is the director, editor, cinematographer of V. Islander Media, Inc. Mr. Philip Richards Jr. Present to the staff, I invite Mr. Gregory Nelson to come forward and assist with the presentation to the staff. And that really is in appreciation, as I mentioned earlier, for all of their hard work behind the scenes to make sure everything flows smoothly. So staff members, it's just all of them? I don't have money. Yeah, come. You go.
Good afternoon, all. The first person we want to present a token of appreciation for hard work behind the scene is Mr. Daryl Best. He has worked exceptionally over the past couple of days trying to get everything together. So we want to definitely give him a round of applause for his appreciation. The second person we want to show appreciation to is Mr. Darren Woodley. Mr. Woodley went beyond the call of duty whenever we needed something to be done. He was always willing and able to do it, Mr. Woodley. And the last person we want to show appreciation to is Miss Joanna Reimer. I guess she wasn't expecting this. Joanna?
So thank you very much, the chairman and the staff member, for making those presentations. And now we go on to the winners, the moment that we have been waiting for. And starting in so I'm going to ask for the first video to be played, and that represents one of our winners.
My name is Daniel Hunt, and I am going to explain to you what is broadband and how does it affect my life. Broadband is a high-capacity transmission technique using a wide range of frequencies which enables a large number of messages to be communicated simultaneously. In other words, broadband is high-speed internet connection. These are some of the importances of broadband. Broadband connects individuals and businesses to the global marketplace, also known as the internet. Broadband also allows us to communicate in ways never before possible through social media. It transfers information at faster speeds, and it improves the way in how public services are delivered to the public. Therefore, you can advertise your business online. How does broadband affect young people? Broadband has made a great impact on us young people because with faster internet, we are able to communicate with friends across the globe faster than before. We are now able to receive news or information at a faster rate, and we have better access to markets or training needed to pursue our dream careers. What does broadband mean to me? Having effective broadband services make me feel current or up to date in the sense of not limiting me in the sense of my internet activities. It can become very frustrating when having to deal with slow load-ups resulting from slow and poor internet connections. Living in a technologically inclined society requires the ability to multitask in every aspect of life, may it be for work or personal activities. Broadband presents sufficient internet speed, which makes completing time-sensitive work or school-related tasks, surfing the net, or online shopping all at the same time less stressful and less troublesome. How does broadband make me feel? Broadband, in my opinion, is a significant upgrade to the dial-up services that we once had, and I am happy with the effectiveness it has presented with its new services and internet speed. I am going to demonstrate how fast broadband works. In my left hand, I have a phone that does not use broadband, and in my right hand, I have a phone that does. And now I'm going to search the both of them. They're loading. And you see the right one is already loaded, and this one is still loading. And this is the end of my video.
Danielle wins herself one smartphone that is broadband capable and speedy and fast, and I hope it's faster than the two that you had in your hand. Thank you, Danielle. Our next video coming up.
Do you have problems loading videos on your electronic device? Well, broadband is the answer. With broadband, you can download large files very quickly compared to older ways like dial-up. What is broadband, you ask? It's a high-speed internet brought to you through your internet service provider, example line. That means no waiting for dial-up connectivity. Broadband offers unlimited access and you won't be charged based on the connection duration. It improves our lives by facilitating access to information in many different ways, as we live in an information society. Broadband improves your online experience and reduces the frustration. Miss your television program? Catch up on your missed television programs via the many online channels. Faster broadband allows a huge range of entertainment possibilities. Broadband is needed in every aspect of our lives, for business, telecommunication, healthcare, education, and communication. Business, high-speed access accelerate business development, providing new opportunities for innovation, expansion, and e-commerce, which creates wealth and in turn attract business investments. Telecommunication. Broadband enables people to work from home, saving time and expenses. Healthcare. Broadband connects first responders in any emergency and allows emergency workers to communicate across different networks. Education allows all to access the same resources. Textbook materials can be complemented with online resources, and children can access all these materials from school and home. Communication speeds up communication through email and phone, improving people's lives. Broadband makes lives easier.
That video was prepared for the competition by Kem Williams. Please come forward. You are our third place winner. And Mr. Kem Williams wins himself, in addition to one smartphone, he's getting $100. And Mr. Kem is hustling because he has to go to his graduation too. But I think he has to take a group photo, so I'm not sure how he's going to work that. So if you can hang on for one more minute to take the group photo. Thank you. Good. Then the next video. Please come forward, Mr. Kian Adolphus. He is our second place winner. Kian wins himself one tablet and $250. Thank you, Kian. And our first place winner video is as follows.
For the rest. Stop hugging up the net!
I ain't hugging up the net.
Yes, you always play a stupid game where you don't go look at girlfriend.
You could talk about hugging up the net. I was using Facebook, Instagram, Spotify.
Oh, you don't shut up.
Why you don't shut
You
up?
shut up.
You shut up.
You.
We've all been through the struggle of slow Wi-Fi, but what really was the cause? Was it his fault? Was it her fault? Or was it both? To answer that, it was neither. I'm pretty sure their broadband is really outdated. You're probably asking, what is broadband? Broadband is simply really quick internet. So let's take some time and explain to these guys.
I hate you.
Hey.
Guys! Guys!
Yeah?
So you guys want faster internet, right? Picture this.
In your skin.
Oh, the dog is so cute. Brother.
Sister.
So faster Wi-Fi or not? So why are you guys still here?
Hakeem, in addition to one tablet, $500 cash, and a trip for two to attend Canto's 31st annual conference in Miami, Florida, later this month. Congratulations, Hakeem. I don't know how he's going to figure out this trip for two with brother, sister. Because it got to be brother or son and mother. Something like that. Anyways, thank you very much. You all have been a great sport. The videos, as you can see, were well put together. And what we have here is our future in the BVI Virgin Islands in the making. Some of these can end up being some great video production artists for the BVI in the future. So we're watching you. The future belongs to you. I'm already old. Thank you very much. And now I call on the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Guy Lester Malone, to bring remarks on this occasion, celebrating World Telecommunications Information Society Day here in the British Virgin Islands. Mr. Malone.
I first would like to start by thanking all the participants. Very intriguing, exciting. The TRC really appreciates this. And let me adopt the protocol already established. Good afternoon, all. From as far back as May 2009, the TRC has been celebrating World Telecommunication and Information Society Day, each year having a different theme. Most, if not all, the themes always involve youths and how broadband impact their lives. This year, it was celebrated in the form of a video competition. for students between the ages of 12 and 18 under a sub-team, Improving Lives Through Broadband Innovation. As technology is continually growing, the TRC decided to capture the thoughts of our young people in how they perceive broadband to be and how it affects their lives. The video received evidence that broadband affects their lives in everything they do. On that note, I would like to say that the TRC has been getting many complaints from consumers expressing dissatisfaction with their broadband services. This is a concern that we consider to be very important, and therefore, under the chairmanship of Mr. Michael Thomas and the other commissioners, we will do everything within our powers of the Telecommunication Act 2006 to rectify these complaints. Everything about our lives today depends on broadband services, and we at the TRC understand that this is why, and we at the TRC understand this. That is why our main focus right now is to complete the Spectrum Award process. You would have noticed that on June 30th, 2015, which was yesterday, the TRC put out a press release outlining the Spectrum Award process, and in parallel, a public consultation document was placed on the TRC website for comment on the possible award of the spectrum in various bands, including but not limited to the 700 megahertz, the 1900, and AWS-1 bands, which are the main bands for 4G services in the Americas and the Caribbean region. The aim of the award is to provide 3 mobile operators with frequencies that they can use to deliver high-speed services using LTE technology. The Commission expect to issue formal invitation to apply ITA and frequency authorization by late August in accordance with the comparative evaluation. We expect to grant the relevant licenses in October 2015. The award process we are undertaking with the mobile service providers is tremendous news for all consumers of communications services who will soon have better access to enhanced mobile broadband services. With this in mind, I would like to congratulate all the entrants for their participation in the competition, because without you, we would not be here today. Therefore, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners and the staff of the TRC, I would like to say a special congratulations to Mr. Gravesand, because you will be accompanying the TRC delegation to Canto's 31st Annual Trade and Exhibition Conference, which will be held in Miami from July 25th to 29, 2015. At this event, you and your guests will be exposed to discussions that will play a very important role in obtaining information and statistics that will show clearly the situation in the Caribbean. In addition, Canto 2015 will showcase an exhibition which boasts 80+ booths showcasing the various new technology. All we ask is that you come with an open mind, because you will be amazed with how technology has evolved and how many lives it has improved through broadband innovation. I thank you.
We would like to thank the persons and organizations that have made this event possible. The Ministry of Communications and Works, Board, Management, and staff of Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, Maria's by the Sea, Summit Printing, Andrew Sintele, Reverend Charles Seaton, Kenny Tees, GIS, JCB Engraving, Mr. Andrew Cox, Mr. Glenn Cherubim, Mr. Philip Richards, Mr. Jacqueline Archibald Sylvester, Miss Nikita Turnbull, Jaffix, One Stop Mall, NJ Messenger Service, JCB Engraving, DJ Bertram, and John Black Photography. Thank you.